working at the first place that was dicking around. So I'm leaving there. This GPS took me the weirdest way home, and I just wanted to pop on and say that I'm gainfully employed again. Holla at you, girl. And yeah, like, I walked into this place and it is the very stereotypical bar, restaurant, at all kind of staff. And I really am like, I'm here for it. I literally can't even. These people working in bars and restaurants are the wildest mofos ever, because it is the highest condensation for sure of birds like me of a feather fumble effing through life trying to flock together. And one of the bartenders at the last place I worked at actually called me last night and was like, hey, do you remember how you were saying that we live in a simulation? And I'm like, yep. She was like, I went out to Ohio to see my boyfriend a couple of nights ago, and I'm just looking at all of these housing plantations pretty much. She's like, and it really, like, it looks like we're living in a motherboard. I'm like, yeah, you should go online and look at all of the pictures that, you know, pretty much prove that everything city-wise is set up, let alone all of our houses are set up like a computer, because we're inside of a computer pretty much. And she was like freaking creeped out about it, and I'm like, it's not even a big deal. Like, I wish that I could tell them where to find my YouTube channel, where I'm trying to calmly as possible take this shit up the pooper and show people the ball field and how to field. I played softball forever and used to be part of the all-star traveling teams. They would yank like the 3 best players from every team, and we would do all-star traveling competitive softball, and I have played every position on the field except pitcher. I was never a pitcher, but got real good at shortstop and real good everywhere else out in the field. And yeah, this is a bad ball game. Ball game's bad. But if you see this gaudy ass chain I have on, a couple of years ago, whenever I started going through my dark nights of the soul and was getting horrible migraines and nosebleeds and stuff, my dad actually pulled this bracelet out of his storage and said that when he went out to Las Vegas, that this guy like had a hell of a presentation about this, and pretty much it's solid gold, but it has these crystals inside of it. A couple of them are missing, but my dad was like, yeah, you know, this guy said that, you know, he did this presentation where, you know, you put your arms out and try to balance, and this guy pretty much knocks you off balance, and then as soon as he put this bracelet on him, like, he tried to do it again, and like, he couldn't and stuff. And I wore it for a little while, and and then it got lost. Like, I didn't know where in the hell it went. Because we're living in the Matrix, and something freaking took it and moved it. Because about 4 days ago when I found it, I'm like, there is absolutely no way that I had anything to do with this being here. I mean, I found it out of nowhere because we're living in a video game and I was supposed to find it again. So it's a little bit big on me because it's like a big man's bracelet. However, it's not that big on me because I'm a brute. I have the biggest hands, the thickest friggin' wrists. I'm almost 5'6", like, obviously, a bit of a brute. And so it just kind of looks gaudy on me, but I don't know. I think it feels nice. Can't wait to get more crystals. I still have to go online and learn about crystals still. It's hilarious. Like I said, it's funny. When people spiritually wake up, what level they're at or what level they're thrown to, and it's funny finding all this guardian material and all of these people out here talking about this shit, and I don't know a thing about crystals because I wasn't looking for any of this. I literally had no clue that these things even happen to people, and I'm just winging it. And yeah, like I said, there's a bit of a playbook at my disposal, but it doesn't mean that every play is right. And I feel like everybody probably has a playbook once they rip up their script and they realize that they're just living fake little lives, and now they actually have the ability to make decisions, and some of them aren't always right. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and study this new menu. Good thing about OCD and being smart is I can remember a menu overnight. Elephant don't forget shit, you know, till it's reborn and has to agree to forget everything, and and then they remember. These pieces of shit. Yeah, I pretty much play a guessing game with myself out loud whenever I'm on here talking. Just kick shit around, ask myself questions out loud, and kick it around in my head, see what kind of answers come through one day. Yeah, Krishna was some kind of a creature. Like some kind of a different thing too. I wonder if that's what they did. I wonder if everybody that they said was a prophet was like code word for Annunaki. I don't know. But yeah, I think that the Jesus character or characters were probably the only non-Annunaki, probably. And then I see a lot of people who get upset about the demonization of serpent lines, which I understand. Because, I mean, Christo's avatar does a pretty good job of showing people what these entities actually look like. And to be fair, you know, them Jehovah Anunnakis are bipedal dolphins. So it's like, you know, everybody's fighting over the same serpent and dragon-like entities. But, you know, there's so many branches of them, and, you know, some of them are walking, talking fucking dolphins. And once you get past the fact that they've been making the reptilian shit with the royals and stuff look like conspiracy, And when you realize by any way or means that you have to realize that that shit is not a freaking joke, well, then it's like, well, if there's reptilians out there, what the hell else is out there? A lot of stuff. A lot of different creatures. Hominoid type things. Looks like for every single bug and every single animal that's here, it's probably a part of some home base kind of entity. Like, there's arachnid collectives. There are so many types that, you know, the shock and awe of it, and realizing very quickly, kind of too quickly, what's real here and what's not real. It's like, I'm, like I said, taking a break on trying to comb through everybody's bullshit, because it's frustrating. It's so frustrating when you hear people out there preaching the love and light garbage bullshit, like that's all that there is love and light, when it's actually a balance, because there's darkness everywhere and it's unbalanced. And these people sit there and go, not all Anunnakis are bad, not all this is bad, not all that's bad, and then they demonize them too. So it's kind of like, I'm really sick of it, because I hear a lot of people out here talking about Anunnakis in the way that they should be talked about, is that they are not all bad. And some of them just got roped into bullshit, didn't want to be roped into the bullshit, and got roped in anyway. And for that, it is try again a few thousand laters in a female body, bitch. So funny. So funny. I think it's hilarious. I have the whole time. As soon as I woke up and I'm remembering my contract, and I'm remembering all of these things in the planning of all of this, I'm going, oh my God, that motherfucker's funny. That motherfucker is a genius for this shit. Because who else but a ballsy woman would be able to say these kinds of things without getting taken away in a paddy wagon? And it's kind of I don't give a shit if somebody would try some dumb shit like that. Like, have you ever pissed off any government agency enough, which I'm really trying to do, and anybody tried to forcefully take me? I don't think that would go well. But, you know, the old dare system. Fucking dare somebody. So till then, I'm just going to be sitting here living my life, trying to wake up servers and bartenders, because they are angels. And have to put up with a lot of people's bullshit. Get treated like shit by religious people who think that they're righteous, but they're actually clearly assholes. Never have I ever seen so many people slammed drunk drive home like Catholic priests, right in front of all of the parishioners, and all of the parishioners are looking at this shit like, yeah, this is okay. It's okay. It's totally fine for a priest in full garb to be getting hammered and drinking and driving home. But let a cop go somewhere and drink in their uniform, or let anybody else go drink in their uniform and watch them get away with it. It's the hypocrisy for me everywhere. And I just try to live my life being the least bit hypocritical as possible. with the where's the lie mentality. Really, like, where's the lie? I am trying to navigate as truthfully as possible, and the truth is this shocking. You might want to flip the actual F out. And, you know, like I said, I don't recommend freaking out like I did and starting a YouTube channel without getting your bearings and getting all of your ducks in a row. I didn't have that luxury, though. That's not my problem. Like, me looking like an asshole, I'm fine with that, and I have been. It sucks, but you know, I think it's absolutely, like I've said a billion times, outrageous that for anybody who was spiritually awoken before me, let alone people who have been this way for decades, it makes me sick that people actually have to go back into society and rebuild and restart their lives to conform around coma patients. Like, wow, blew my mind. Clearly. Blew it to pieces. But, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm getting close to this gas station that I'm gonna go to fill up at for my long drive to work again tomorrow. And with my sister, she's like, why are you working? Like, why have you been picking places that are far away from home? And I'm like, you freaking people think I'm crazy, and you love me unconditionally, and you're my family, and I appreciate that, and you just wait, because I ain't the only one in my family. And look at how you guys think of me. I don't want to run into anybody I know at work. These people hate me. I go to my local grocery store and people are mean mugging me, and I'm just sitting there walking around, gotta eat shit and die about all this, you know? So, whatever. Like, I don't want to be anywhere working near home. And I want to go to Pittsburgh. And all of the places that I applied to were in Pittsburgh. I'm like, I want to go there. That place is a shithole. And while people turn on their source energy and plug into the real game of life and then just kind of hide away and totally reroute their lives a lot easier than I am, and stay away from people with their good energy and their good light because they don't want to be brought down by those dark entities jumping on everybody. That, literally. Like I said, going right to the shitholes. Because people love me. When I'm just a bartender server and I'm just being normal me, normal fake me, I have a blast. I make really, really good money in bars and restaurants for being just a bartender server because I work at better class ones, a little bougier ones, and it's just what I like. So, you know, for now,